Hello everybody and welcome back to Halloween Haunt at Canada's Wonderland. Here we are, the opening weekend. It's not the opening day, it was the second day. It opened yesterday, but I am here for the first time this year to see what all the fuss is about. So let's take a walk right down this here corridor. There are some spooky jack-o'-lanterns strung up. The globe has been replaced with a giant jack-o'-lantern, and there are some scare actors around. Let's see if they will try and scare me. There goes some scared people right now. Alpen Fury. Scarier than ever. Halloween. And yes, I am aware that it is not yet Halloween. It is still September. We're not even in spooky month yet, but here it is. And here are some of the freaky people. Hey. It's always a good time to have some Halloween stuff around, I would say. Hello. And there's some sort of show that's going to happen over here. It says Freak Show. So we'll see what exactly that is. I think I see Bella over there. She's always around. Jack of all trades. And they have their little event areas now sectioned off because, believe it or not, there is yet another new policy. There's a couple new policies that we can talk about. Obviously, there's the chaperone policy, not the chaperone policy, the chaperone policy. And that means you can't come in if you are 15 years old or younger by yourself. You have to be accompanied by an adult, 21 years of age or older. But there's also this new policy where if you buy an alcoholic beverage, you can't come outside of the cage. You have to stay inside the cage if you want to have your alcoholic beverage. And I guess that kind of makes sense, because if you get scared by some sort of scary creature, you might spill your drink all over, I don't know, a child, and the alcohol goes in the child's mouth, and then the child becomes addicted to alcohol, and then their life spirals out of control, and it's just a slippery slope that I guess Canada's Wonderland really wants no part of. So that's another policy, and then there's yet another policy on top of that, which is that there is a bag policy in effect. So you cannot bring backpacks into Canada's Wonderland after 6 p.m. When this Halloween thing is going on, you cannot bring a backpack. So look around you, you can see all these people do not have backpacks. I saw it for myself. I saw it with my own two eyes at the opening of the park, at the entrance. There were security guards, a lot more than there normally are, and they were turning people away that had backpacks. They said, you got to go back and put that in your car. So if you got a backpack, then leave it behind. I have my little sling bag. You can bring fanny packs in. Smaller bags seem to be okay. There are some people that do have backpacks. I wonder if they were here from before 6. Who knows how they got in. Yes, they did turn the globe into a giant pumpkin. They have spookified a lot of the stuff around here. And there's Windseeker going up and away. So let's take a little walk down here. Actually, you know what? Let's take a look at this. This is the scariest thing for sure at Canada's Wonderland. The flight deck. Nothing strikes more terror into my heart than this torture device. And look at these poor folk going up right now, about to experience what it's like to be beat senseless, to be pummeled at both sides. And you may have seen, I posted a video recently of my trip to Darien Lake, Six Flags Darien Lake in New York. It's shockingly close to us over here in the GTA. It's only a 2.5-hour drive. And they have an identical suspended looping coaster, and it is actually nice and smooth. It does not assault you like this machine does. So if you are looking for these kind of thrills, because agreed upon that it does look good, it does look fun, it is not fun. It is a very brutal experience. But that one at Darien Lake is called the Mind Eraser, which actually should be the name of this one, is actually pretty solid and pretty smooth. and does not inflict horrible physical pain on your body and head. Anyway, so here we have, I guess, one of the main sort of strips, one of the main haunted strips. It's an area they're calling the Necropolis, City of the Dead. So let's walk through here. There's a lot of mist. If you are not a fan of fog in your face, then maybe don't take a stroll down here. But if you do like fog, then drink it in, because it is a foggy little stretch here. Check this out. Got creepy stuff all over the place. Some of these, like, skulls and skeletons. We got these creatures of the night. Look at this. Seems like a pretty nice bed to sleep on. There's some pillows. And a necropolis, of course, is another word for a graveyard. And here we do have some... Oh, my goodness. We have some ghouls out and about. It is ghoulish. It is certainly ghoulish. Let's see what else we got over here. And it's pretty cool and atmospheric with all these nice lights. You never know who's gonna creep up on you around these parts. So there you go. If you want to get some thrills, you can walk right on through the necropolis. And there are ghouls and ghosts that will jump at you. It happened to me a couple times already. And you can get these lanterns. Some people have the lanterns. Those are pretty cool. They're interactive. I'm not sure exactly in what way they are interactive, but they are interactive. Maybe we'll find out. But they are interactive, and you can also buy the no scare necklace if you do want to walk through those scare areas and not get scared. The scare actors will know. They'll look at you and they'll say, this guy, this person, whomever is wearing a no scare necklace, and you can rest easy. You can walk through the necropolis and not be afraid, not be terrified. All right, let's see what else we got going on over here. Because I know I saw some scary stuff last weekend over here, but let's see what is happening with them now that Halloween Haunt is in effect. And we'll make our way over to the Conjuring Beyond Fear. Of course, is the main event. There is no filming on the actual mazes, unfortunately. So I won't be able to take you on that journey. But you will see the outside. And there is something very cool on the outside, if it's still there. There's a chance it's not there. So yeah, here we go. We got another little scare zone coming up right here. The Street of the Undead. We got people getting scared left, right, and center over here. Whoa, whoa. Zombies. They're out for brains. Whoa. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Zombies everywhere. Out for brains. They've only got one thing on their mind, and it's brains. They got brains on their brains. So this is a pretty short little one here. But that is cool. They've got those knee pads that spark when you slide on them. And they love chasing people around. They certainly do. Is like probably a dream job for some of these people. So the wait times are down for the rides. But here's Behemoth taking off. Or rather, no, it's not taking off. It's coming back in. Wait times are down. Line is not so bad. It's over there. I'd say it's probably about a 20-minute wait, perhaps. You could always shortcut it and go through the single riders. Let's see if the back lot stunt coaster has any signage for wait times. They do have their sign up. Looks like. So the tickets for the Conjuring It's an interesting situation that's going on. The tickets are no longer for sale online. So we're looking at a 20-minute wait for the backlot stunt coaster. Not too bad. Not too bad of a line. If you want a sort of moderate thrill level launch coaster, this is not a bad one to go on. And what was I saying? Oh yeah, the Conjuring tickets. So the Conjuring tickets, yeah, you can no longer buy them online. You have to buy them in the park. So there are a few locations that you can buy those tickets from. You can buy them from the Redemptions Center, which is around the corner to the right once you get into the park. You can get them at the Conjuring store, which is right across from the Conjuring maze. And you can also get them at the Thrills Are Wonderland store. And there's about 100 or more people in the line for the Redemption Center. But I don't know if those people know that you can get those tickets elsewhere. You can get not just Conjuring tickets at these other locations. You can get any of the Haunted Maze tickets or the Haunted Maze Season Pass, which no longer includes the Conjuring. That one, I believe, sold out. So, yeah. And what else? Yeah, so, oh yes, another thing I learned about the tickets is if you buy a ticket for the Conjuring Maze, it's only for the day that you're here at the park. So, like, if I bought a ticket now, I can't use it for, like, next weekend. I can't buy in advance. I can only buy tickets today for today. So if you're planning on coming down, let's say next weekend, for the weekend of October 3rd, 4th, and 5th, and you want to go to see the Conjuring, or go do the Conjuring Maze, then you're going to have to come on that day and then buy your ticket from one of those locations. And it's a little frustrating because what that kind of means is you do run the risk of these tickets potentially selling out. They weren't sold out when I came and asked at about 6:30. So that is a good sign, because today is like opening weekend and the park has been open since 10 a.m. today. So I think the tickets do go on sale at noon. So that's not bad. Let's see if Yukon Striker has a wait time. It's got the sign. Just give it a second, maybe it'll cycle through. 20-minute wait. 20-minute wait for Yukon and 5 minutes with the fast lane. Let's go, bro. Mars in the house. Let's go. Spooky season. So hyped for this. Will I do a Screamers review as well? Maybe. That's not a bad idea. I didn't even think about it, but now that you've brought it up, it sounds like a good idea. Maybe I should. Maybe I'll do a whole sort of haunted house, haunted maze, haunted attraction sort of series for this spooky month coming up. And is there anything spookier than taking a dive on the Yukon Striker? 206 feet. And if you like dive coasters, check out this new coaster that is coming to Six Flags in Texas. That is 309 feet tall. Insane. Tallest dive coaster in the world. And that coaster is going to be opening at Six Flags in Texas next year. So you bet I'm going to be in Texas next year trying that out, because that looks wild. It's called the Tormenta. They're going to have a whole Spanish area there where Tormenta will live. Viva Tormenta! And here comes Yukon Striker on its final voyage, its last hurrah. Arguably the most boring part of this ride, but it's not even an argument. It just is. Okay, so let's head on over to another one of the scare areas, one of the scare strips, and see how scary it is. We've gone through 2 of them so far. They've been pretty cool. And I'll bet these scare actors are just getting revved up. I mean, technically, the fanfare, the scares, the scare fair has only begun since 7, since we started this live stream. So, you know, I'm sure it takes these guys a little while to get all revved up and get in the groove of being terrifying. And today is only day 2 of the Halloween Haunt here at Canada's Wonderland. I wonder if they're going to pass by. I love it when this happens. Oh yes, that is the best view when you're on either one of those rides and they pass by each other. It feels like you could reach out and high five the person next to you. It's almost like a dueling coaster. Okay, so here we are headed towards the scare areas themed. They are. So the last one was the necropolis, so it's kind of like a graveyard, haunted graveyard. What graveyards aren't haunted though, you know, am I right? And the one before that, it was like kind of, carnival themed. And here's one of the mazes. This is Cornstalkers. Oh, SMG, Super Mario Group. You missed out on the Tundra Twister. That is a shame, because that is a great ride. It is really fun. It's not one of those ones that's in like high demand, but it is a lot of fun. Here's Cornstalkers. If you want to get some stalks of corn. You know, I'm just realizing the pun right now, Cornstalkers, stalks of corn, but stalking, it's pretty clever. Okay, so here is another scare zone. This is the Trick or Treat Street. So I wonder if there will be treats. Will there be scares or will there be treats? Oh, so I think there's more tricks than treats. Let's see. It's kind of scary. Bobbing for ankles. Look at this. So instead of apples, you can get ankles. And there are some creepy... Oh my goodness. Oh.
I got you. I got you. I got you.
Yeah, they got me. So this is actually pretty cool. And look at this. This is like a beehive monster coming out of a tree. Oh, beehive. That's an Austin Powers joke. But also a joke about beehives.
Oh my god, Alex! The guy on the bike and is at the bridge, the fat show.
Well, this is actually, I think, the longest stretch in terms of the scare zone. And what a great job this must be.
No.
Oh, you got some treats? Nice, delicious, my favorite. Skulls. Love a good skull. Goes good with a bowl of Alpenfest in the morning. And there is a lot of fog. If you like fog, there sure is a lot of it. So that's pretty cool. That is the Trick or Treat Street. There's a street, but there's definitely more tricks than treat. And there is a little child crying. It is a little scary. So be mindful, you know, that maybe this scary, ghoulish stuff is not for everybody. It is busy, yeah, it is definitely. But this is the busiest I've seen on this strip. SMG, I can't believe they got rid of Carnival this year. Yeah, nothing in the Alpenfest area. I know, it's true. The Conjuring is somewhat near Alpenfest. It's kind of on the outskirts, but yeah, nothing really right in the Alpenfest area, unfortunately. There's a lot of people lining up to the Canyon Trader. Oh, and that's because this is yet another area where you can buy the Haunted Attractions Pass. So look for these signs over here, Haunted Attractions Pass, and that will be where you can pick up your passes if you don't have them already, because they did slow down the purchases online. I think now you can only purchase what can you purchase online? The single day $10 maze pass, I think. And I think they might have the season pass, which It's $55, but now excludes the Conjuring maze. So those lucky few that got the season pass before last week, they had the Conjuring included in there as well, one per night. And over here, I believe this is another maze. Does seem like it. Demons of the Deep. Is there any scare zones back here, or is this just? Maybe I can just walk back here. Let's see. Where is this? This is at Canada's Wonderland. So we are at Canada's Wonderland right now, which is in the heart of Vaughan, Ontario, just on the outskirts of Toronto, Canada. So I don't know if there is a scare zone back here. I'll walk back here anyway just to see what's going on, but everyone's walking back the other direction. So I think this is probably just the way back from the haunted maze. Let's see. Spirit Manor to the right over here. So that is definitely a haunted maze, and you do have to pay extra money for those. Oh, we do have some haunted stuff over here. There is a guy with a chainsaw. I don't know if you can see that. So I think this is people coming out of the haunt. Okay, so yeah, I can't go down that way, but we will continue this way and see what else there is to see. So that's pretty cool. They got scare actors waiting outside of the mazes. So once you finish the maze and you think you're safe, you're wiping the sweat off of your forehead, you just get jolted by another. So let's see what else there is. So I'm hearing some people behind me talking about the live stream. I think they think that I filmed the whole maze, but I did not. So I think you can actually, I don't know if you can film the mazes. I know that the Conjuring, there's no filming allowed. Maybe some of the other ones you are allowed to film, but I don't know. Probably have to check the website or check with one of the team members. Hard to know. Easy to know, probably. Just ask. Okay. It is busy here. I did have to park pretty far away in section C, the C section. Okay, let's head towards the Conjuring, because there is something cool that I want to show y'all over there. A couple cool things, actually. A spooky season is upon us. 3 Q&As on. They said no filming in the mazes. Okay, so there you go. We have our answer. No filming in the mazes. Now, if you were wearing those spy glasses, you could probably get away with it, because those are hard to detect. But if you're walking around like me with a gimbal and you're pretty obviously filming, then probably they're going to say no. Oh yeah, so over here, this will be cool. I looked at this last weekend when it wasn't active. This is the little tree, weird haunted fairy tale area. I don't know, it probably has a name. Let's see what's going on here. Lots of fog. Lots of fog. No shortage of fog. And this is cool. We got some people just sort of standing around, waiting to pop into action and scare you. Are they real people? Are they not? Are there people in the...
Cheers.
There's... That's pretty good. That guy was behind me the whole time while I was turning around. Well, it shows how I would fare in a monster scenario. So this is pretty cool. So these guys are like kind of like tree people. They are scaring a lot of people right now. This is fantastic. Nothing beats a good jump scare.
I don't even want.
So yeah, remember, if you do have small kids, some of them might get a little terrified. They might get a little scared. So there's a couple mazes over here. There's one over yonder, and there's one over here. The ruins, I forget the name of the one over there. But let's take a look. Oh, look, you can buy the haunted attraction pass here too. So there's a lot of places where you can get the haunted attraction pass. Looks like pretty much every little kiosk and store, they kind of set up a booth, set up a little spot where you can get those. What was crazy about last night when you were at Wonderland was it was busy, but the rides, other than Alpenfest, were dead. Yeah, I mean, right now we've seen like a 20-minute wait for Yukon, not bad. Behemoth, I would say, is 15 to 20-minute wait. And as you can see here in the human zoo, that is the queue for Alpenfest. It is very busy, as per usual. It is always busy in the human zoo. So I would say you're probably looking at the usual, hour and a half to 2 hour wait for this, even on a night like tonight. But if you're looking for scares, Alpenfest is going to provide that, especially when you launch through the mountain. The mountain is a scary place to be tonight, because not only are there like 4 or 5 roller coasters running through it at high speed, but a lot of the haunted mazes are also running through the mountain, because it is the Halloween haunt at Canada's Wonderland. And we have not yet seen the wait time for Leviathan, but perhaps that will also be slightly less than what it normally is. We shall see. Leviathan's pretty consistently, about an hour, well, anywhere from like 45 minutes to an hour long. On a Saturday night, generally probably an hour, but since all this other stuff's going on, we shall see. So remember, because this is the Halloween haunt affair, just missed Alpenfest. The little places where you could normally buy alcoholic beverages are closed because you're not allowed to walk out in the open with your alcoholic beverage. It is probably a liability on these spooky days. Things probably get too spooky. And so keep that in mind. I think you'll probably be able to get your alcohol in those spots up until 6 p.m. So here we are in Alpenfest. And yes, there is no, major scare zone here or anything like that. Nothing's been overly spookified either. However, there is one area that is a little different. Normally, there is a hockey rink that lives over here that nobody ever uses. But now, a lot of people are wandering over into it because it is the Conjuring Archive of Artifacts, which is the gift and souvenir store for the Conjuring Beyond Fear Haunted Maze. Now, what is super cool about this place is there is an artifact in here that I think everybody that's familiar with the Conjuring movie franchise should know. And that is a doll. It goes by the name of Annabelle. There she is, Annabelle herself, waiting to go home with somebody because, believe it or not, you can actually buy the Annabelle doll for the low price of $649.99. Limited edition. It is officially licensed 1-to-1 scale doll of Annabelle. You can get that for the low price of $650. So I wonder what happens if somebody buys it. This thing's just empty, and then we just presume that Annabelle escaped. Positively, do not open. Pretty cool. So what else is cool is they also have a whole bunch of other little like artifacts and stuff like that. It kind of replicates, the artifact room in the Warrens' house that you see in the Conjuring movies. There's a bunch of Conjuring merch as well. You got the sweaters, you got the shirts, There's even stuff from The Nun. A couple of different style sweaters. And there's a whole bunch of other merch here as well. We got the t-shirts over here. These Annabelle shirts. Kind of cool. There are some Annabelle shot glasses and coffee mugs, water bottles, and it's going to get cold soon. These Annabelle toques, which actually are pretty cool. You got Annabelle sticking out the top here of the Conjuring universe. They're very soft. Let's see what the price is on this. It's going for $34.99. Not too bad for officially licensed merch. Now this, keep it classic. This is a cool shirt. Now how much are these shirts going for, let's say? Where's the price? There's no price. There's no price tag on any of these things. Okay, we don't know how much they are. Oh wait, there's a price tag. They're going for $36.99 as well. Not so bad. Officially licensed merch. You see how much these sweaters are going for. They're kind of cool. Is there a price tag on the sweater? I do not see one. There is a mosquito right there though. So they do attract mosquitoes. They will draw blood. Okay, that is, what does that say? $74.99. Wait, now that's a spooky price. That's a scary price. And here it is, the No Boo necklace. If you don't want to get scared in the scare zones or all that, you can get this thing for $20, $19.99. And if you wear this thing, the scare actors will know not to scare you. So that child that was crying earlier probably should have been wearing one of those. But then again, they're a child, so, you know, can't fault them. Things are a lot scarier when you're a child. So this is the Conjuring, like, drink area. This is super cool. So this is actually the most comfortable looking area in the entire park. You've got couches here. No other place has couches, and there's a whole bunch of them. And they have their own little bar situation here, the Mullins Workshop Bar. So over here you can actually get some specialty drinks that you cannot get at any other part of the park. And let me show that to you over here. So this is the drink menu. You can get the Valix Vice, the Missing Annabelle. Well, maybe I'll explain what they are. Valix Vice is a black margarita with 1800 tequila, Cointreau, I don't know how to pronounce that, sweet and sour mix, and black sugar rim. The Missing Annabelle, bubbling concoction of Grey Goose vodka, fresh lime juice, that Cointreau again, cranberry juice, and red sugar rim. The Nun's Habit, bubbling concoction of Malibu, coconut rum, coconut milk, pineapple juice. That one actually sounds nice. Blue caracal, topped with Captain Morgan rum float and toasted coconut. Oh, that's $16.49. And then the Crooked Man Smash, that's bubbling concoction of Maverick, Barn Burner whiskey, fresh cherries, tart cherry syrup, lemon juice, ginger beer, and a purple sugar rim. And lastly, the Bathsheba's Bevy, bubbling concoction of Southern Comfort whiskey, blood orange syrup, orange juice, sweet and sour mix, and an orange sugar rim. All of these drinks are available as mocktails as well if you have someone in your party that does not drink alcoholic beverages. And they are all very expensive. The cheapest ones are $15.99, Valix Vice and Bathsheba's Bevy. And then you got $16.49, $16.49, $17.49. And you can get the regular beers and other kind of alcoholic drinks that they offer in the park here as well. And you can have a little seat on these couches. How comfortable is that? But you cannot leave this area. This area, you are stuck in if you enter this area, because you are not allowed to take alcoholic beverages with you anymore after 6 p.m. Here's a sign that proves it. No alcoholic beverages beyond this point. And everywhere that sells alcoholic beverages, you will see that sign along the gate, because things might get a little too crazy out here. You know what? I'll bet there's probably a lot of people that spill their drinks. And here it is, the Conjuring Beyond Fear Haunted Maze. It's offering over 20 minutes of scares, thrills. You will be walking through various areas where you'll have to duck and crawl through tight spaces. It sounds like a real frightening experience. And all these people here are down for it. They're down. They're trying to get scared tonight, and I can almost guarantee they will. So I'm excited to do that myself. I won't be going on it tonight. Well, I can hear screams. That's just from Thunder Run. But I will be trying that out, and I will give my review of the Conjuring Beyond Fear maze when I do. I'm very excited. Conjuring franchise is kind of all over the place in terms of the content of the movies. I think the first and second one were pretty good. The third and fourth one, not so much. The Annabelle movies, there's like one or two that I think are pretty good. These are just opinions. The Nun movies I think are terrible. I did actually like The Curse of La Llorona. I did like that one. I think it's a bit of an underdog. Some people haven't even seen it, not even aware that it's part of the Conjuring universe, but indeed it is. And I like that one. Okay, let's head on over to the medieval fair and see what's going on over there. See how that fares. Just a little pun for you. No shortage of puns. And things are getting dark. The sun is going down. Things are getting creepier by the second. This is the right atmosphere for this kind of stuff. You know, you want your ghouls and goblins to sneak up out of the shadows and scare you. So I did hear, I don't know how true this is, but I saw someone post on the Facebook page yesterday that some scare actors were kind of like hit by people that were afraid. What's this over here? What's everyone looking at over here? Something over here. What are we looking at? Oh, there's a creature. Some sort of bridge troll over here. So let's keep on going. Oh, here's a good view of the bridge troll. He's all lit up. Kind of half expecting him to move. Okay, so let's go into the medieval fair. What scares await us over here? Okay, so there are some scare actors out and about. Is this a scare zone? Ooh, there's some loud noises. Okay, yes, this is a scare zone. This is the Kingdom of Carnage. The Kingdom of Carnage. There are a lot of people. I don't know how these scare actors even navigate this situation. How they can tell who's wearing the no scare necklace when there's this many people walking around there. They've got to be very diligent. And people are getting scared. Here's some cool stuff. And there is a VIP night thing going on here. Closed for a private event. Yeah, so I did hear this story that some of the scare actors were getting attacked by the guests because the guests were freaking out last night, and in their fear may have swung some fists. So beware, people. These are actually just real people. They're not actual monsters, you know. So when you swing a fist at what you think is a monster, you're actually just physically assaulting another human being. So keep that in mind. Okay, check this out. There is some live entertainment going on in the form of music over here at the Thirsty Dragon. Thirsty Dragon has got live music going on. So this is another cordoned off area here where you can get your alcoholic beverages, and you cannot leave with the alcoholic beverages. So do they have anything special here? I don't think so. I think it's just the regular beer. Yeah, that's the regular stuff that this place would normally have. Thirsty Dragon. Well, we got a band playing over here. wonder if they're gonna play any spooky tunes or if it's just kind of regular music. They're dressed a little spooky. I think I might just be doing a sound check right now. I'll come back later, see what's going on. Come back later. We need to see how long the wait time is for Leviathan. So this is kind of cool. I don't know if you can see this on the camera. Things are a little, there's a bit of lens flare going on, but there is a creepy face in the tower over here. Let's see. Can you see it? It's right there. Those are the eyes. Onward and upward. Oh, so there is some sort of show happening here. Nightly. It says it right here. There's a sign. The Inferno. Nightly at 8 p.m., 9 p.m., and 10 p.m. I should also mention that the hours are a little different now that we're in the Halloween haunt era of the year. This is... the park will be open on Fridays and Saturdays until midnight. 12 a.m. midnight. And on Sundays, it'll be open till 11, 1 hour. One hour earlier, 11 p.m. So, park stays open a little later than usual because it's spookier the later that it is. That's just a fact. That's just a fact. All right, we're so close to Leviathan. Any wagers on the wait time? Is it going to be as long as it normally is? At around 45 to 55 to an hour long? Or will it be slightly less time because everyone is preoccupied with these Halloween mazes? Only time will tell. We're about to find out. The sign is right behind the Leviathan sign. Let's see. Oh, I'm going to turn this way first. There is another maze over here, the crypt. Where is the entrance to that, I wonder? Well, how about this? The wait time is less than normal. It is only a 30-minute wait for Leviathan, or a 5-minute wait if you have the fast lane pass. That's not bad at all. 30 minutes for Leviathan. Let's see how far back that queue goes. And let's see where the crypt is. Here's the sign for it. I'm trying to think, where would there be space for that back here? We've got, the queue for the Leviathan, and we've also got the go-karts. So somehow it's kind of tucked in between those, or are they using the go-kart track as a haunted maze? The line does look pretty long for Leviathan. Is it truly a 30-minute wait? Is the whole line open? The whole line is open as well. No, there actually is one area of it that is closed off. So yeah, that actually could be a 30-minute wait, which is pretty cool. So it is this. I think this is. Okay, so people are walking along the go-kart track to get to the crypt. So the crypt must be down that way. So the go-karts are not running. Not tonight. Because there are more important things to be done. People need to get scared. You don't get scared on a go-kart. Oh, sometimes you do. Sometimes you do. It's scary how expensive it is. Seems pretty good. And the people are questioning how to get into the crypt. Because, yeah, it is a little odd. You have to go through the Speed City Raceway to get to the race car track and then walk along it to get to the maze. Nightmares, Wild Nightmares, one of my favorite flat rides here. Love that ride. Classic, opened with the park in 1981. 30 minutes for Leviathan, not bad at all. 30 minutes. While people are getting scared, you can go have your thrills by dropping from a maximum height of 306 feet, going at a maximum speed of 148 kilometers per hour. Pretty cool. Now, this new dive coaster that they're opening next year at Six Flags in Texas, this is going to be even bigger than the tallest roller coaster that we have at Canada's Wonderland currently, which is Leviathan at 306 feet. This new dive coaster, it's called the Tormenta, is going to be 309 feet, making it the world's tallest dive coaster. Pretty wild. So catch me next year, 2026, in a place that I don't know that I've ever been before, except maybe in the airport on a layover. Texas. Because I got to try that. Dive coaster, 309 feet. Come on. It's going to be awesome. I wonder if the Wild Beast is running. I think it is. That's another place if you really want to get scared, fear for your life, go on the Wild Beast. That will have you fearing for your life. That is the scariest ride in existence. It's terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Okay, so we're going to circle back to the Grand World Expo area. We'll go past, let's go back to the front of the park. There's some cool stuff going on there. Then we'll go back to the Grand World Expo area, because over there is another entertainment section where there was no entertainment happening when we checked earlier, but now that the sun has set and things are a little spookier at nighttime, maybe things will be a little different. Jack-o'-lanterns. Spooky season is great. There's some horror movies coming out that look kind of cool. There is that new Osgood Perkins movie coming out, Keeper. Excited to see that. Osgood Perkins has been on a pretty solid run, making stuff like The Black Coat's Daughter, Long Legs. What else? The Monkey. It's kind of a horror comedy. It was pretty funny. So I'm excited to see what he does next. He's pumping out a lot of movies. And Osgood Perkins, for y'all that don't know, that is the son of Anthony Perkins, who played Norman Bates in the original Psycho movie. So horror is in this man's blood. So I'm excited to see that. Also excited to see Shelby Oaks. Shelby Oaks is the new movie that's coming out by YouTube reviewer Chris Stuckman. YouTube reviewer Chris Stuckman, yes. You know him for his reviews, but now he's making his own movie. And it's always interesting when a film critic makes a movie, because what happens if that movie sucks? Then does that mean that all of his criticisms are invalid? He judges others on their ability to make films, but can he succeed in his own abilities? If not, what will we do? What will we say? It's a tough situation to find yourself in. So hopefully, for his sake, it is a good movie. And I have some mixed feelings. I mean, I'm staying hopeful about it because, you know, if anyone's seen any of Chris Stuckman's reviews, he does seem to be a horror fan. So I would hope that the man has done the groundwork to making a solid horror film. But I saw the trailer for Shelby Oaks, and it looks pretty standard. But we'll see. Okay, so let's see what's going on at the front of the park here. It is a little less crowded in this area than it was before. It's kind of nice to see. I guess everyone is splintered off into the various scare zones. But things do look pretty cool. Things are looking cool with the lights and the fog. Wonder what they do if it rains. I guess they got to call it all off. All the horror actors' makeup and effects will start to run off, and then they'll be exposed for the regular people that they are underneath. Got some cool colors on the fountains going off for the event. And you can hear the howl of Alpenfury in the background, providing an extra scary soundtrack to this already pretty spooky environment. So over here, this is the Thrills Are Wonderland store. You can also get your haunted attraction passes over here. You can get your Conjuring tickets. You can get your single day maze passes. Those are $10. Those get you into all the mazes per day. And I think you can get the other like season pass as well. But remember, the season pass that includes the Conjuring maze is sold out. So you can't do that. You have to buy the Conjuring pass individually per day now if you want to do it multiple times. But I don't know. I mean, like, you know, do people do haunted mazes a lot of times? You know, I feel like a haunted maze is best experienced for the first time. I mean, you kind of know what happens, so hard to recreate that shock and fear that you get on the first time. Here's another one right here. It's called the Dark Ride. So that is another. I think we have some more of the sparking knee pad style. Oh, this is cool. Wow, guys getting shocked here. Very shocking indeed. Wow, the electric chair. I thought we were done with that. I thought we were done with those forms of execution, but clearly still in effect at Canada's Wonderland. Right next to Flight Deck in the background. Well, that's actually Alpenfury in the background, but yeah, two very antiquated and inhumane lethal methods. I would actually probably rather go on the electric chair than Flight Deck, if I'm being honest. So there are some scare actors hanging out around the front parts here. Hard to see them in the lights, so they may just jump out at you out of nowhere. You never know what's going to go on around here. Whoa, look at that. Sparks are flying. Sparks are flying. So there are a lot of pumpkins. There's a lot of skeletons. And this is just the front area of Canada's Wonderland. So be careful, everyone who's coming in with young children. As soon as you walk in through the front entrance, there are people that will scare you. There are people dressed up like monsters. So if you have your young ones, just be a little conscious that after 6, there's some spooky stuff going on here. Wow, this guy looks pretty creepy over here. Hard to see with the lights, but this guy's got a pretty cool, ghoulish look about him. Very cool. Okay, let's head over to Grand World Expo. See if there's any entertainment going on in the little entertainment area. And the queue for Alpenfury, they did not have a wait time posted, but I would say you're looking at a 1.5 to 2 hour wait as per usual. Line is pretty long. And that is if it doesn't break down, which it almost certainly will. It has been getting better though. And I assume that with time it will just get better and better. So here we are, we're entering the, I guess this sort of carnival style situation. They have changed the globe to a giant pumpkin, giant jack-o'-lantern. Things have been spookified around these parts, and we have all sorts of haunted carnival people around here. Hi! It is super cool. Okay, so there is some entertainment going on over here. Let's see what it is. It's the Freak Show. Okay. Let's see what this Freak Show is all about.
Have a good night, my friend. Bye-bye. Boop. Boop, 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 boop.
Did I just miss it?
There we go. Bye-bye. Of course we can take photo.
Okay, I think I just missed the show. But,
Bye-bye. Of course.
Seems fun. Seems like you can interact with them afterwards. Here's something else that's new. The Halloween
Minnie Mouse, we don't like
Boo.
her in this park.
Halloween Boo. All hail Snoopy. Right here.
Photo as well.
So lots of, whoa, it's kind of weird going into the light after all that darkness. Lots of cool merch. You can get the Annabelle stuff here as well. Oh, never seen this store open so big. Get your skull stuff here. You butter run. There's a little bit of a photo op area over here as well. Pretty cool. And yeah, you can go back there and sit in the chair, have a little photo op. It's kind of cool. If you angle it right, you might not see the background, or maybe you do want the background in there. Who am I to judge? So that's cool to see. Store, new store, new ways to spend your money. Oh, look at this. It's kind of cool window display. Skeletons in old Victorian, I want to say, attire. Pretty cool. So yeah, I guess this whole area is called the Freak Show. You'd think I'd know these things, but they got all these signs here. The world's largest circus sideshow. I wonder if there was supposed to be a creature inside here. It has since escaped. Oh, and there's a kissing booth. Very awesome. Just a wonderful time. So, let me tell you a story of one of the first haunted houses I ever went to when I was a child. So, I grew up in Spain, and there was a small theme park near where I lived, a place called Tivoli World, and they had a haunted house called El Pasaje del Terror, which means the Passage of Terror. And I went there when I was about, I want to say like 13 years old or something. And, I was a little nervous because all my friends had gone and they were like, you got to go. And I was scared. But I went, and I got about, 10 feet into the attraction. And a guy dressed like Leatherface from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre jumped out with a chainsaw, startled me. I ran backwards, and this was, in this pitch black, dark, haunted house. I ran, turned around and ran blindly into the darkness and ran straight into a wall. And I busted my lip open, and I was just bleeding from the mouth, and I had to have this guy who was dressed like Dracula come and assist me. And he's like, oh my God, kid, are you okay? And I'm like, my lip. And I'm still freaking out because this guy looks scary. And that was my first experience, my first foray into these haunted houses. It was a pretty awesome way to start it all. I think I scared the people that worked there more than they scared me, because they were like, oh no, a lawsuit's on the way. But I didn't sue anybody. Hello. And it is foggy in here. If you get scared in here, you might run into a wall in this kind of fog. Whoa. This is great. I feel like I could just sit here all day and watch people get scared. There's something kind of great about that in itself, too. This is a good zone right here for it as well. No one's expecting it.
Brother, I would have no voice. I would have no voice. Damn, this is disrespectful out here.
They say Christmas is the most magical time of the year. Clearly, it is Halloween. And we're not even in October yet. September has not even ended. And it is still spooky season over here at Canada's Wonderland. The terror is real. The chills, the terror, the horror is real. The last one's... I overheard somebody saying that these scare actors are going to lose their voices pretty quick, and you know what? I would say that is a legitimate thing to take into consideration. Look at the antique carousel tonight. Oh my goodness. This thing looks terrifying on a normal night. Tonight, well, they should put some scare actors just like sitting on the horses. That'd be extra creepy, like in the darkness. You just look, you're not even sure if you're looking at something, and then you see some eyes staring back at you. And the basketball game is open. You could win yourself a haunted pickle. Haunted pickle. Let's see, this scare zone, now that the sun has set, the streets of the undead. Let's see some zombies in effect. The undead. The Undead. The Undead is also the name of a punk band that's playing next Saturday at the Hard Luck Bar. And if you are a fan of punk music, you should check it out, because they play some spooky music as well. And their lead singer and vocalist is a gentleman who goes by the name of Bobby Steele. Bobby Steele, once upon a time, played guitar for a punk rock band called The Misfits. And they're all about being spooky. So, if you're looking for something to do next Saturday, October 4th, check out The Undead. And right now, I'm checking out the undead. This is great. Whoa. So I think that these scare actors are getting into the swing of things as time goes on. You know, I'll bet it's one of those things where, like, the more people they freak out along the way, the more kind of proud of themselves they are, and the more they kind of get into it. I know that's what I would do if I was a scare actor. Seems like a great job. The only tough thing about the job is having to be constantly vigilant of the people wearing the no boo necklaces. Although I do see a little one wearing one right now, and at least they are illuminated, so I guess that does make it a little easier. But could you be, you know, terrified by just standing near someone who's getting terrified? Does that count? Like, what if the scare actor scares somebody who's next to a person with a no boo necklace, and then that person gets, like, scared by proxy? Like, does that also, is there like a is there a you know, sort of rule that there's like a radius around the no boo necklace that is immune to scares? If you stand next to someone who's wearing one, do you also kind of like become part of their orb of security? These are questions. These are questions that do not have answers, but there probably are answers. I'll try and find out. Maybe I'll follow someone with a no boo necklace and see what happens. All right, so this is Halloween haunt at Canada's Wonderland. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So this is just kind of starting off. It's not even October yet, and this is day 2 of the Halloween haunt. There's lots of cool stuff going on. The mazes, like I said, you cannot film on the mazes, so you won't be seeing any footage from me on that. But you know, I'm sure some people are going to wear the glasses that have cameras in them. I'm sure it'll happen. So if you do have a pair of those, maybe you can go ahead and film those if you want. But then again, you know, maybe some things are best left unfilmed. Maybe it's better to just go if you're interested. Just go and experience it. Don't watch somebody else's video. You know, don't spoil the fun for yourself. Just take the plunge. Take the plunge. You can also buy the Haunted Attraction Pass over here at the Slingshot store. Any of these stores that have this sign are good to go. Buy your passes there. I love the way these lights come on at night for the Windseeker. It's very cool. Now that's a scary ride. Doesn't go fast, doesn't go upside down, doesn't drop you, but if you're afraid of heights, that is a terrifying one. So the whole Lazy Bear Lodge right now is also in this sort of cage because of the no alcohol outside of the specific drinking zones rule that's happening. So if you are planning on going to the Lazy Bear Lodge, getting yourself a drink at the Lazy Bear Bar, then you will have to stay inside and finish your drink in there. It's not super fun to be stuck in there. So I wonder if that'll impact the alcohol sales at all. Probably will. Maybe that's part of the plan. Maybe they don't want people super drunk during these events because maybe they do get scared and then swing a fist back at the scare actor or something like that. It's sort of a dangerous situation. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't look... I guess it is somewhat busy. All the chairs are over there. But as you can see, it's all gated off. It's all gated off. I was wondering if they were going to like spookify the bear, but it doesn't look like they have. Bears are scary enough, turns out. Bears are scary enough. Reminds me of that old Mitch Hedberg joke. Because, you know, they got Smokey the Bear as the forest fire prevention representative. And, you In England, they have Smacky the Frog. Smacky the Frog. Everyone should take that instead of, because, what does he say? Because bears can sometimes be scary, but frogs are always cool. Here is another, oh, so if you're planning on going to the washroom, oh, I guess this is right beside the washroom. This is the ruins. So there's a few of these haunted mazes that are going through the mountain, through Wonder Mountain. I thought that was the bathroom entrance. You'd be like, well, that's kind of a all year round haunted maze, that bathroom. Although, truth be told, it's not that bad. Oh, look at this, zombies. So Wonder Mountain's Guardian at night becomes zombies. So if you love Wonder Mountain's Guardian and you're trying to ride that ride after 6 p.m., you're out of luck because it's going to transform into a zombie.
I was like, best demons ever put in my life.
Fun stuff. All right, everybody. So, wow, I actually lost track of time here. Normally we do these live streams for an hour, but it's been an hour and 10 minutes. But there's just so much to see. It's so much fun. I'm wondering, should I get one of those specialty Conjuring drinks? Should I get one? It's nice weather out, and those couches sure are inviting. Decisions. I have some decisions to make. Specialty Conjuring drinks. Very expensive specialty Conjuring drinks. Let me go over there and see what my heart tells me to do. Look at this. Even the Tim Hortons sign looks a little scary at night. Never noticed that it's in this kind of blood red color. Tim Hortons. And expect to pay a little more at Tim Hortons here at this park than you would at a regular Tim Hortons. And that in itself is always kind of scary. So, yeah, I'll be coming back, obviously, throughout the weekends of October and I guess early November as this Halloween haunt, this event goes on. And even though I can't film inside the mazes, I will give some reviews. I'll post some reviews of my experiences in the mazes. But there will be some more live streams. So be sure to tune in and check those out. I kind of do live streams on the fly, so they're not always posted in advance. So if you are subscribed to my channel, that definitely helps because you'll get a notification. If you hit the notification bell, you get a notification that will let you know that I am going live, and then you can watch. So it's just the way it goes. If you want to stay in the loop, you gotta click that like button, you gotta click that subscribe button, and you gotta hit that bell notification button. A lot of buttons. It's a lot of work required on your part to stay in the loop. And here I am at the Conjuring bar. Will I get a drink? Will I not? The question is, will I or won't I? I'm moving towards the front here.
I can't eat popcorn.
All right, I'll leave you on this cliffhanger of whether or not I try one of these drinks. Everybody, thanks for watching. and we will see you next time.
I'll hold it for you. I might take a couple.